Hello, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? How are you doing? It is me, Lasty here. Welcome today to a brand new, fresh episode of the FIFA 23 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. This is episode number 3 on this fine Wednesday. I hope you're all doing well. Let's talk about the first 2 episodes, shall we? Unbelievable support, like literally mind-blowing levels of support from you lot. All I can do is say thank you, and keep it up, really. Keep smashing that thumbs up button. Let's try and get 10,000 likes on this episode or something. That'd be amazing. And of course, keep subscribing to the channel, clicking the notification bell. If you don't want to miss these videos, that is the best way to go about it all right? Cool. Let's get stuck in, shall we? I always get like... I'm always so appreciative, like, of how the start of the Road to Glory goes every year. You guys smash it. You knock it out of the park. You smash it out of the park. It's ridiculous. But as we get into the episode, as you can see, we go through the old transfer list because a bunch of stuff is sold, all right? I'm up to nearly 20,000 coins. In fact, if I just quick sell these guys, does it take me over? Oh, it does, by 14 coins. So, we've got 20k. Don't know really what I'm going to spend it on yet. I haven't necessarily got a major need to spend it because the team I built in yesterday's episode is actually really quite nice. And I am going to give it a go today. I'm going to use it today. So, my preview pack, I did that for the day. Unfortunately, not a profitable one. So, we won't be buying it. But I would always recommend to you guys to purchase your preview pack or preview your preview pack. You don't actually have to purchase it unless it's worth more than 7,500 coins, and then you're in the money. So why wouldn't you purchase it? But what we have done is headed on into the Moments game mode, and I decided to claim the welcome pack. Got myself a shadow, couple of position modifiers. You'll love to see that. And I decided, well, off camera, I'm not going to show you all of this stuff. I'll show you the final one that I did, which is this penalty shootout here, where I believe I had to concede 3 or less. I conceded in the very first penalty. I actually really enjoy taking penalties on this game. I think it's a cool little mechanic, cool little system this year. And I actually did a video on how to score penalties a little bit earlier on. So if you are struggling with stuff like this, go and check out my video. It's on the channel, and you might learn a thing or two about penalties in certain scenarios and different things that you can do to increase your chances of scoring. So, I got it all done. All right, we got literally all of that first section. I can't even remember what it was called. But we got all of that stuff done. I've got 42 spare tokens, stars, because I've already spent a few of them on packs already before, haven't I? So I decided to do the gold players pack 2 more times. I thought they're tradable. You never know. I only get 1 rare, but maybe if we can get a nice board or a walkout or something, it might be worth a little bit of coins. If not, we've got some coins here, haven't we? You know, even if we were to discard all of that lot, I think we'd still be in for a fairly decent amount of coinage to add to the club, which is important at the start of the game. So yeah, I didn't save up all of my my stars to get the 64 token one. Maybe the next time I play Moments, I'll do the Rise of the Mbappe stuff, and I'll get myself a whole bunch of tokens and do that 64 star pack. That is something that we can look forward to. I also need to do things like, what is it we normally do? There's normally an easy way early on to get like a 50k or 100k pack or 2, and I think it is through scoring like 500 goals in squad battles, which sounds ridiculous, but if you do it on amateur and you just win like 45-0 each time, you get it done in like 13, 14 games. So maybe I'll put a couple of hours into that so we can get our first 100k packs on the RTG. That would be quite fun. We'll see. We'll see if I can make that happen over the next few days. I've also got the advanced SBCs to do. With the game now being out, Ultimate Edition, and only a couple of days away from being the regular, normal edition of global launch for the game, there are a lot of people on the game. There are a lot of items on the market. You know, I, as an Xbox player, I'm always used to seeing, like, I don't know, at the start of the game, maybe 1 to 2 million items on the market. There's like 8 million things on there at this moment in time. It's crazy because the market is shared with PlayStation and there is a huge number of you guys that play PlayStation. It's kind of nuts. It really is. So the next thing we're going to have a little go at now is one of this early upgrades, or early access upgrades, gives you a 1-player, 78 rated or above, and you could do that SBC 4 times a day. It costs 6 non-rare golds. So I thought, I've got a bunch of them untradeable. I'll stick them in. I'll get myself some packs and see if we can get any luck. Because you have to be in it to win it, as they say. And I am definitely someone that is willing to submit a few players to try and get something better. We do get an 85 Gerard Moreno, so I think that is better than 6 non-rare golds. It's got to be, right? Excuse me. Into the next one then. Are we gonna get anything? Well, I could tell that we're not gonna get anything. Do you guys know the difference between a non-board, a board, and a walkout yet? Let me know in the comments if you know, because I now know. And now that I know, it is super obvious to me. But you see those little black plastic lights in the left and right corner? You might not be able to see the one in the right corner because I might be blocking it. But essentially, they're like down and powered off if you're getting nothing. If you get boards, you'll notice that they spring to life and they shine light all over the place. And then if you get a walkout, the way that the camera pans towards the card, instead of like going this way, it sort of like pans the other way. So you'll notice it after a few times of getting decent players in packs and stuff. But yeah, it's quite an interesting pack tell this year. You know, I always like those little in-game Easter egg mystery type things, so it's quite fun to try and work them out. But I'll be honest, I found out from people on Twitter who showed me how it was done. So what you're witnessing now is my very first online game. I headed into Division Rivals with my main squad, and I scored after a minute with my very first shot. So I couldn't be much more potent and prolific if I tried. I also conceded my first shot, so I'm terrible at the back. Which is, I mean, nothing new there, right? Like, I was always pretty poor at defending. But my opponent scored a beautiful goal with Madueke. Really nice goal. But into the second half we go, and I think that's brilliant. Like, that little nod down to an on-running Leroy Sané. Oh, it's a lovely finish as well. Sané has proven to be one of my favourite players so far. His pace is outstanding. I actually moved Serge Gnabry up front for the second half, swapped him with Griezmann, see if we could get a little bit more out of certain players and stuff, and just try different players in different areas. And Griezmann ends up scoring my first power shot online. He was so far clear that I knew I had time to take the strike, and I've gone from being at 1-1 really early doors to actually getting control of this game. And I mean, I kind of should have. My team was better than my opponents. He might have had a couple of all right loans in there, but I did notice like a bronze centre-back and stuff, so it really should have been mine all day long. So first victory from my very first game, and as you can see, we get 25 qualification points for that, and we need like 1,500 or something. How many was it? Was it 1,500? We need a lot. It's going to take a long old time to be able to qualify for the weekend league. And we head on into our next game. My opponent's team was a little bit better, but still probably not quite as good as mine. So I've got a chance here. He went 1-0 up, and I actually was thinking, by the way that he was passing the ball around and keeping possession, I'm in major trouble here. This is going to be someone that really knows how to play the game. Well, I got an equaliser. I think it was Gnabry or Correa. I'm not sure. But Correa with the dribbling here. Look at this. Oh, he just doesn't know how to defend me. And we had it into Gnabry. Goal. Yeah, I think it was Gnabry that scored the first as well. Gets 2 goals in this game to put me 2-1 up. But then where's my defence? They've gone completely missing. And my opponent, to be fair to him, I mean, he gets lucky. I was going to say he's nice and composed, but he gets lucky with the way that it comes off the post for him to just tap it home. But literally, I think maybe straight from kickoff before half-time, I managed to get the goal back to go into the lead at the half-time whistle. And you'd probably say that I don't really deserve to be in the lead looking at those half-time stats, but I don't care because I was winning. If I was losing with the opposite stats, I'd probably be a bit annoyed. But again, in the second half, I take control. Get a goal with Griezmann. holding the sprint button a little bit less and trying to wiggle using the left stick or the LB dribbling and a few skill moves and stuff, I'm finding a bit of space through that. People are lunging into tackles and stuff. That's how I'm getting some early success, I guess. I don't know. But, yeah, either way, 2 wins. This guy quit. He rage quit. Get my first rage quit on FIFA Ultimate Team on 23. So that's 2 games, 2 wins. You absolutely love to see that, don't you? I am a 100% win record player at this point in time. And then we come up against this. This is a strong squad. Probably built by someone that knows what they're doing. And I could tell straight away, yeah, kind of in a little bit of bother here. He goes 1-0 up. It was a nice bit of play, and he had a couple of men over there, so he was always going to score. He scores again with Bellarabi. Darwin Núñez was proving to be a handful. You know, he might not have been scoring all the goals. He got that goal right there, but he was a handful, you know. This guy is quick and tall and stuff and physical, like a good player. I found myself 4-0 down at half-time. And when I looked at the stats, I was like, okay, maybe it shouldn't be 4-0. But I'm not going to quit, all right? I guess I'm going to lose this game, but let's try and use it as a learning experience, you know? How to defend. Can I get a couple of goals against this guy and almost bring it back a little bit? And the first few minutes of the second half were brilliant for me. I actually, like, fully nearly got back into it. I got a couple of goals 5 minutes into the second half. Caught him napping a little bit after being 4-0 up, no doubt. And then I was really the one in control for the rest of the game, trying to get back into it. And it just didn't quite work out for me. Hit the bar, had a lovely shot saved. Another shot saved there by Super Sub from Super Sub Adeyemi. And then as I was pushing, you know, all-out attack right towards the end of the game, he did go on a little counter, get the goal to seal the win. And yeah, Mikey, M97, GG's to you, bro, because you were very clinical in the first half, and that's what won you the game. But I did feel like I learned quite a bit in the second half, which is good. And then we come up against the strongest team I've seen to date. Lots of very good and very expensive players in there. But my team is fairly capable of holding its own, I would say, at this stage. So, you know, I'm confident that we can come out with a victory here. And to be honest, the power shots in this game, they were working a treat. I go 2-0 up, like, before 20 minutes has even gone. He does get through and gets the gets a goal back, should I say. Ousmane Dembele, just a little too quick for me to read there. But Griezmann was having just, like, the game of his life. I think that's his hat-trick goal on 26 minutes, I think. Or did Correa score the first one? Either way, we're 3-1 up. And then I would say that's poor goalkeeping. A good strike, nonetheless, from Dembele, but I'd want my goalie to do a little bit better there. And then look at that for another power shot there from Leroy Sané. Ridiculous. So yeah, I'm 4-2 up at halftime. I feel a bit bad for conceding 2 goals to a 0.3 XG, but it is what it is. So then I give away a penalty at the start of the second half, and I think, uh-oh, my opponent's doing what I did in the last game. He's going to start getting back into this one. And he scores it to make it 4-3. So I've got to get the next goal, otherwise things are in dire straits. And we do just that, actually. Sané and Griezmann linking up once again. And Griezmann just, like, showing that he's got real good finishing on this game. His dribbling is up to par as well. He might not be the quickest attacker, but I tell you what, I'm loving him. I'm really, really enjoying this player. And at 6-3, he decides to quit as well. So that is 3 wins out of 4 games on FIFA 23 Ultimate Team in Division Rivals. Yeah, I'm in Div 10, but we all start there, right? I can't play Elite Division because nobody's up there yet, you know, including myself, obviously. And it's a mixed bag at this point because you're playing against whoever's just got the game as well. The game was launched, the Ultimate Edition was launched when I played those, so I was just playing people that have got the game. And you never know if you're going to match up against a player that's just starting his journey, or someone that knows exactly what they're doing but just needs to work their way through the leagues. However, after playing 4 games, I came back to like 16 objectives being completed, so that's pretty good. And also quite a lot more coins as well, because I have a nice coin bonus on, I think 1 for the Ultimate Edition. You get like, or was it from there being the a welcome back rewards? I have like 15 games of 1,000 coins. I know that's not 15. You have to do it 3 times. Yeah, there we go. And then also, there's been some objectives that I've been getting coin bonuses as well. So just on top of what you normally earn from your match coins, you also get a bonus of that level of coins. So it's probably best to not rage quit for the first like 20 or 30 games on Ultimate Team, because you'll be missing out on the odd 1,000 coins here and 1,000 coins there. And that all adds up. It really does. The more games you can get played fully in the first couple of weeks, you'll use all of those coin bonuses up, and you'll just have it in your club. Get as many games in as you possibly can is what I would say to you and suggest to you. So, anywho, that was the first set of Rivals games that I decided to play. Excuse me, your throat is still messed up. Don't worry, we're getting there. Getting there slowly and surely. Musiala obviously played for Germany the other night against England. That was a thrilling end to that game, wasn't it? 3-3 in the end. Crazy turnaround from being 2-0 down. Excuse me. So, I think the team's good. I've got to say, I like it. I really do like it. There's not much I would really change. Acuna's not particularly fast, but on the ball, he's brilliant. So, it's sort of like, I don't know who I would change him for. I'm liking DePaul. I'm liking Bellingham. Gnabry, Correa, Griezmann, and Sane are all very decent as well. So it's going to be difficult. I mean, look at that. 8 goals and 4 assists in 4 games for Griezmann. That is crazy. They've all got good contributions. So we've been scoring a lot of goals early doors on this game, which I love. That's brilliant from us. Despite conceding a few as well, we're outscoring our opponents really quite well. So, yeah, I mean, there is going to be a slight change to this squad, and that is going to come in the form of a lone player. I mean, you've all seen the thumbnail and stuff with Thierry Henry on it, right? And you might be wondering, well, Tom, we've not seen anything of that, and it's towards the end of the episode now. Well, in a moment, I logged back in the next day. Why is Siri talking to me? I'm just going to take my watch off. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, I logged into the game the next morning. I had some extra rewards, which I think a lot of the Ultimate members or Ultimate Edition players had also received. So it was like that, the Joe Cole Tifo, the kits and stuff for EA Play, and then also the lone icon for 23 games. And it was one of the former cover stars or something like that, because it's like Ronaldinho, Rooney, Henry, Kaká. Like there's quite a few different potential players that you could get, and I was hoping it was going to be a player pick so that I could just choose that Ronaldinho pretty much. But unfortunately, it's just a pack and you get a random one. So you'll see in a moment. Obviously, it's going to be Thierry Henry. There's no surprise there. It's just a loan card, so I didn't want to try and leave you in suspense for that. But what we have got here, quite interestingly, is probably a really good striker for our squad for the first couple of weeks. 23 games. I can just use him in Rivals, right? I'd rather do that than save him for the bench to bring on in the weekend league or something. I'd rather just get some use out of him. And luckily, he can be changed between a left wing, a right wing, and a striker. So I make Titi my striker, and he's going to go up top alongside. It was Correa in the end because Griezmann ended up. I needed chemistry from the Argentine La Liga player for both Rulli and Acuna. But yeah, I mean, Thierry Henry is going to join our attack. That's pretty cool, right? I'll probably just use him in my main games for the next week or so, and then when he's gone, he's gone. All right, maybe I'll leave him on one contract in case we want to play a friendly with him or something. But I'm pretty happy with that. What did you get in your lone icon for the Ultimate Edition or whatever it was from? I'm curious. And that, my friends, is going to bring us towards the end of the episode. Can you do me a tiny favor and smash the thumbs up button? Like I said, thank you for all of your amazing support so far. If we can go for 10,000 likes on this episode, you'll continue to blow me away. Let's keep the hype train going on this series. And of course, subscribe to my channel as well if you're new. Welcome to all of you new people out there that have been subscribing. I've noticed my sub number has drastically risen in the last couple of days. So welcome to the RTG. Welcome to the Lasty YouTube channel. Twitter and Instagram is also down there for you to come and follow me as well. And other than that, I will catch you all tomorrow with episode 4 of The Road to Glory. Time's already flying, isn't it? Before you know it, we're going to be at like episode 50. It's crazy. Take it easy, ladies and gentlemen. Stay safe and healthy. I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.